it's pretty clear you guys in Congress have to do a standalone bill on this issue because we're going to see legal challenges to the president's order and all of that. I know you're not a fan of the Cruz bill. You signed on to the Feinstein bill. Obviously, there's a desire to merge something here. How would you improve the Cruz bill so that you could sign on to it?
Well, the Cruz bill says we're going to have a hearing in 14 days to determine asylum. Realize that shows that he has no understanding of people arriving in the United States of America who've been fleeing persecution. They do not have paperwork with them. They don't have a smartphone with them. They don't have the ability to just dial up back home and get the records they need to make their case, because they have to prove their case that they were victims of persecution and that they have a significant, legitimate fear of returning home, the consequences.
Right. So what's a reasonable period in your opinion?
I think probably, coming from as a non-lawyer, so I'm just shooting in the dark here, but my impression is about 4 months. You need time to get the documentation from back home. Yes, and you have to have access to attorneys. So I went up and visited 123 men in Sheridan Prison in Oregon last Saturday. They did not have access to attorneys. They did not know when they were ever going to get even a conversation about crossing the border or a date to go through the first stage of seeking asylum. They were in complete limbo, just almost a Kafka-esque situation in which some big government force had tossed them into prison when they thought they were arriving in America to be treated respectfully, and then had proceeded to give them no information about how to contact their children, how to get an attorney, or what was the next date on the agenda for them.
So if you can talk the Republicans into extending the period much longer than 14 days, my guess is if you put out 120, maybe the Republicans come back and you guys compromise at 60, say, a couple of months or something like that. If that's fixed, then you can sign on to this Cruz bill, or are there other issues you may have?
Well, no, absolutely not. This is a handcuffs for all bill. It goes hand in hand with what the president's laying out, which is lock people up. That is unnecessary. We've had good programs that the administration ended that were closely monitoring people, cost a lot less, and treated people with dignity. So his strategy of treating everyone as a criminal and then criminalizing the children as well is absolutely wrong.
So do you think you could have two systems? Would you propose two systems? So folks with children sort of have... Hello, YouTubers. If you're watching this, it means you've checked out our channel, so thank you. Now do me a favor. Subscribe by clicking on that button down there. Click on any of the videos to watch the latest interviews and highlights from MTP Daily and MSNBC. You can get more Beat the Press content every morning in the First Read newsletter. If you're tired of content that you don't know anything about where it came from, you don't have to have that problem with us. NBC News, MSNBC, MTP, and the Meet the Press mindset right here for you on YouTube. Subscribe now.